like, the whole middle part just throws me off. He probably put this shit on the Player Studio for way too much, too. Crap, I fell into his wing, too. Fail. Now I have to fall and lay it in the ocean. I didn't even put any engines on this thing. WTF. This makes me feel better about my stuff. I'm using obsidian pavers.
There's another one, a dark elf floor tile from refined bundled of stone. That's not as bright black, but it looks pretty cool as well.
Yeah, it looks kind of like the obsidian pavers. That's what I'm using for the texture for my new ship build. Just why I needed so much obsidian.
So if you go to the stone tab, if you've refined any of the stone, it'll say pile of work stone at the very, very bottom. They're dark elf stone pavers and dark elf work stone slab. The pavers are kind of like a chocolate brown. They're pretty cool looking too.
Chocolate. Holy
Chocolate.
crap. This guy made a freaking spaceship that's 6 claims. It's huge. Alright, maybe it's only 3, but it's freaking huge! This thing's bigger than the front of my building. It's about... looks like it's 5 stories. It's crazy. Ah, he used the same kind of front thing that I used on my other ship with the downward curve. Except he used water. Why do people use water instead of glass? It looks so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
You are supposed to know the answer to that question.
I know nothing, and that's my story.
You're sticking to it.
Yeah.
I like to use my words.
Slowpoke. We're gonna have to pause after every time we say something now. Wait for her.
Yeah, I guess so. Though you did beat me to the punch a couple times, so.
Okay.
It was the other day you beat me to the punch to something that was a really abstract thing too. I forget what it was. My memory sucks.
Right.
Where am I?
Potato, potato.
I don't think I used the word psycho. No, I use a word that's like psycho, but I forget. I forget a lot. It's because I'm old. That's right. I'm not the oldest one here, am I? You're what, 65?
Ouch.
You sound like you're, I don't know, 12.
I would have said 34.
I know this one girl. She's 36, and her voice is so high, she sounds almost like a chipmunk. She could pass for a rescue ranger. How's that from a blast from the past? You remember the rescue
Says the
rangers, right?
chipmunk.
You were in your 30s, right? I'm just gonna keep running with this. You can't be that much older.
You never, ever, ever, ever ask a woman her age.
What?
Going
No
on
way.
26.
Yeah, I'm 37 going on 18. Oh shit, this
37
guy
going
ships
on
under,
6.
he's got ships under the water too. What the hell?
Well, easy there. Don't have a
Aneurysm?
nerdgasm.
Yeah, but these are too angular. The whole damn thing out of artifacts or something. Like artifacting. I don't like it.
So Patty, you're going to be 26, right? Penny. Then who's Patty? I can't keep up with your guys' names, man.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Every time somebody says Patty, I think they're talking to you. I'm like, wait a second. No, you're Penny. No, I'm not going to forget. Penny, 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 Penny,
That's
Penny.
why I just call people by their vent names. It's a lot easier. Yeah, I mean, people call me Tally all the time. My real name's Jay, but it's easier to remember Tally because it's right in front of you.
Tally Whacker. I give up. I'm not going to build anything. I'm just going to make a bunch of props and stack them on the ground.
What exactly are you trying to make, or do you want to make? Is it a marketplace?
Well, my original idea was I was going to put a 3 steps, like I made a perfect square with odd pixels on both sides so that you would have a cross. And in the middle I was going to put, instead of a well, a big flower, a big circular brick thing with a tree in it. And then around the outside I was going to put, like I was going to build a forge and then put the regular forge next to it with some overhanging things and then some tables, and I was going to make a bunch of stuff at the forge and then put it on the table there. And then there would be a roof and some steps going up above it into like a gallery with paintings and glass and all kinds of stuff. And every time
Okay.
I make one thing, I break it. I delete it because it's too big. I'm like, I can't make the stuff I want to make small enough. You got to go 19 pixels by 19 pixels to be able to smooth any damn thing. I have like 40 or 50 pictures from the internet that I've pieced together of the things that I want to do, but
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could take and smooth a 1 pixel into a circle like you do with a 3x3.
Yeah,
Because that would make that would relieve a lot of my anxieties.
What do you need to? You need like tubes or like small things or small round things.
Well, I think I'm going to make the piping that electrical piping prop and use that.
Here's the thing. I have a template that has various size columns and shit. You know, just use that.
Oh, I've got 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 14, 13. I mean, I've got all the circular stuff. If it's a base circular, I'm good at it, and I've got octagons in 7, 9, 12, and 15 as squares. So if it's a circle or an octagon, I'm good with that, but I put something down and it's too big for the space and I don't want to eat up more land to do what I want to do. It's kind of like trying to shove a watermelon in a cookie wrapper. I know that's a horrible analogy, but I think I know what I'm going to do now. That little pep talk worked.
You're gonna make cookies.
No. I'm going to delete everything. Get Penny out here to make it for me.
You get that out of
Because
'Cause I'm
you're going to come out
inspirational.
here and do it for me.
Yeah, most of my buildings are angular. Lots of right angles and shit. Mixed with curves.
If I ever catch up with you. I have this stupid song stuck in my head. All I need is a miracle.
Oh God.
well, that's
Yeah, it's stuck in my head. Frickin' radio on the drive home.